Hey guys, welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. So today we're doing some more mixed mold because I used up my other planter, the skulls that I had made. I put plants in them, but I also want to have a few without the plants if people wanted to buy those. So I'm going to make a few more, but we're also going to make this kitty propagation, whatever it's called. And I've just got something in here. And I don't know why, but it seems like Scotch tape seems to work a little bit better than like the packing tape or so I don't know. It's weird. All right, so we've got this one done. So I did a purple, yellow, and a pink. I think, was it purple? Yeah, purple, yellow, and pink. So we're going to do some colors with that. I'm also going to do this sleeping girl little plant pot thing. And I think I'm going to do her in a light pink. And then we're going to do this, this little other bee jar thing that I got. We're going to do that in the mix to mold, and I'm going to probably do it in a yellow, maybe. I don't know yet. We will see. And then I'm going to make another one of these little vases because that was really, really cute. And depending on the time, I might make a few of these as well. And I am going to pour this, and we're going to do this one in probably a blue and white marble. This would just be like a little soap dish or something like that. All right, so I do not know how much this holds, but I'm assuming, I don't know, at least 6 ounces, maybe 8. So I will just, and then I do have this mold, and I think this is like Mother Teresa. I'm not sure because I have another mold that's similar to this that is turtles. So I'm not sure. So I'm probably just going to pour this in a white. I don't know. So yeah, that's somewhat of a plan, but you know, with me, everything's always subject to change. So I'm going to get this one done first because this is going to be the one that's going to take the most mix. And I am going to be using my water-based pigments for cement and plaster. And let me see. Fluorescent red. Fluorescent green. Oh, what color do I want to do this little kitty? All right, let's do this in dark red, a lotus red, red purple. I think the red purple is what I had used on one of those vases, but I'm not 100% sure. Have we tried this peach? Oh, yep, it's open, so we've tried it. But we're going to use this. We'll make this one a cute, bright pink one. And I'll probably marble it just because the marble's been coming out so good. Get my stick, get my powder. So I'm just using the mix to mold. So I have this in one other bucket left out of the 4 that I bought. So yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to order some more. All right, we'll start with 12. We'll see where it ends up. I can always... All right, let me flip my molds over here so we're not getting gunk in them. Oh, and I might do this bunny too. I might do this in like a pastel kind of swirl, and then we can dress her up. Because I've never done that bunny in the mix to mold. So, and I'm getting stuff ready for the craft show, which is coming up a week from today. I'm filming this on a Saturday, even though it will come out on Easter Sunday. All right, so let me get some water mix, and we're gonna start getting this going here. So we're supposed to hit 80 degrees for a temperature today. So I'm going to get this mixed and poured, and then while it's curing, I'm going to go find some shorts. I've already got all my windows open, and then I'm going to go outside and do some yard work and enjoy the fresh air. Because it's supposed to be sunny tomorrow, but cooler. So we got this one day, and I want to take advantage. So I'm like, what can I make that's not going to, you know, take a ton of time? Because I can finish these, you know, later. Not a big deal. But, so yeah, this next week is going to be a hectic week for me because I've still got to finish up some of my pieces and, you know, put the cork backing on the coasters and all of that malarkey. So, all right, so I have just under 10 ounces of this mix. So I am gonna add a little bit more powder. Just wanted it to be a little bit creamier, not so liquidy. Okay, so let's, and hopefully this isn't too bright, guys, but we're about to find out. I'll start with 4 drops, and the more you mix it in, the softer the color will become. Okay, so I'm liking that, but I do want a few darker swirls. So it'll have the 2 different colors. All right, so let's... So this must take about 12 ounces because I need more. All right, we'll start with 3 scoops. I'm going to get that mixed. just a smidge. All right, so I'll do 3. Try to and this is definitely going to be a little bit, oh, I don't know, it's pretty close, a little darker, but not. Now, if it didn't have, that little spot, I could have left it because it is such a thick mold. But because I need to make sure that that is, oh, and I never even checked, guys. Holy smokes. I never even gave that a thought about that. To make sure that that was secure in there. Let's pour it in here. So I'm just giving it a tap. Just because I don't remember what this mold, I think I know what it is, but I'm not 100% sure. So, all right, so I'll move this back. I'm going to lean it on something. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to hope and pray that I didn't even think about the little circle pluggy thing. I'm gonna just slide this up and out of the way so I don't get crap in it. And I'm just gonna set this cup aside and bring it up and wash it. All right, so we've done the pink. And that's the fluorescent pink, guys. Fluorescent peach, actually. It says peach, but it's pink. All right, so I believe each one of these holds like 5 ounces. So I'm going to mix them individually, and we will pour them. This one here, I'm going to... because the last ones we did were more of a pastel. I'm going to try and make these so they have a little bit of darkness through them as well. And I need to put something on the bottom here because this looks like it's bowing out just a bit. Yeah, right there. All right. I noticed that with my other cat too. It kind of tipped at one angle. So yeah, you definitely want to check to make sure your pieces, you know, are flat, especially for the bottom part. All right, let's get some powder in here, and we're going to do a navy. Oh, I guess I don't need my cup in there if I'm doing it this way. All right, we're going to start with that. I'll have to add more. Oops, sorry, guys. Sorry. And I'm going to just grab one of these. So yeah, so I'm thinking the next few videos are going to be probably things that I'm getting ready to build up stock for the craft show. Because I haven't gone to a craft show yet with any of the mix-to-mold stuff, so I'm really not sure how it's going to sell, but I have a feeling that it's going to sell good. I have already had some interest in my little succulents that I got ready yesterday. I put the you know, the plants in them, and I have a couple air plants and I have a couple succulents, and I just made a post on Facebook, and you know, I had somebody comment, oh, well, you know, when is it and what time? And so I think they're, you know, I think they're gonna go good. I would like to go get some more of the plants, the little succulents, if I have time. I don't know. And we're at just about 6 ounces. I am going to thicken this up just a smidge. That's still a bit thin. And I know one of these molds are a little bit bigger. I think this is the one that holds the most. So we'll go with this one first. All right, so let me get this swirled. So I'm gonna swirl it to lighten it, and then I'm gonna add a couple more drops to darken it so that we have a little bit more variation in there. Kind of like that. And then we're just gonna and I'll put another drop. Crap. Okay, let's get it swirling. And then we'll do the dark. I will use these as my overage pieces. This back, that back. Oh my word. All right. And hopefully the colors will kind of blend and all right, so we have that. And let me see, I want to add another color to this. So blue, let's do blue and red, and maybe it'll make like a purple. And we will just do 2 drops. And no, it did not. There we go. We have like a don't like that color. Yeah, there's going to be no way that I'm going to match this base. No way. But I could do like a layer of black on the very bottom. I don't know. We'll figure that out. I just didn't want to waste that, and I didn't want 2 of the same. All right, so let's get these. So I'm trying to like keep the colors out that I'm using so that I know which ones I've already used. And I'll put that with my other dirty cups. We're gonna switch our bucket. I'm on my last bucket of mix2mold, guys. Oh, that always saddens me when I get to my last one. All right, set that on the table. All right, I can move this now. And I can move this out of the way. And we will slide this. And slide that. Okay. All right, let's flip that one over. Maybe I can just make this like a different purple to match that base. I don't know. So let's get these mixed up. Let's see. And I do still have some of this mixed up, and I'm not even sure what color it is. So let's find out. Got my medicine cups, and we'll put a dot of water. Oh. We only need a little tiny bit. Oh, you know what? I think that's the one with the metallic in it. Yes, that has the metallic. So, and how many ounces do we have? We've got 2.5. I think we can do the shell in this one. I've been looking for this shell for like 2 weeks. I opened the drawer today and it's sitting right there. I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah, so this is like that bronzy color. Just a smidge. Yeah, I guess I got to pour that into my water into a cup because I keep over pouring. All right, I think that'll be good. Just gonna squeeze. I don't want bubbles. I don't. And I want to make sure that it gets down into here. So yeah, that's the one good thing. When you have like the powders mixed up, even if you don't know what color it is, you can still find out, and then you've got your resin already mixed. All right. So I'm just going to pour water in here. And that way it makes it a little easier for me to pour without going over so much. And I do have a little tiny bit left. Ooh. Let's see if we can get it just in just in that little cross area. Come on. And I've got something, a piece of pink right there. All right, so let me just move this over here for right now. And we'll see how that looks. I don't know. I don't know. And I'll put this, I'm just gonna scrape this excess in here, because then I can always break it up. All right. Wipe the stick off. So worst case scenario, we can always use this like as a medallion on something. I don't know. We're just gonna move it to the side and see what it does. All right, let me clean some of this. All right, now I'm gonna do 5 ounces. I'm gonna make more because I don't want to have to fill that. And let me see, I have not done, I did a yellow, a pink, and a purple. So why don't we do, and we have a blue, we can do a green. I thought I had another green, but I guess I don't. I have just this green. So we'll use green and let's see. Purplish red, dark red, royal blue, vivid blue, purple, red, yellow, and I guess we'll do a crimson pink. And this is the fluorescent one. And yeah. All right. So we're going to get that one done. Get it mixed. And I should have divided that into a couple of batches, but I didn't. So we have 5 ounces. I'm gonna just get one clumpy in there. Thicken that just a smidge more. Yeah, that'll be good. All right, let's get the green. And I just did 2 squirts. And let's see. Because you gotta mix it pretty good to get it so that it's throughout all the white that's in the bottom. That's actually a really pretty green. And then we will try to have some dark swirls through it. All right, here we go. And I don't want to bang it too much because I want to keep that marble. Oh, and I almost made up a little extra. Crap. Crap. All right, so that's good. And hopefully that stays in the center. This. And I have to just tap from one side. I don't know why. Slide that back. Oh. All right. I'm going to add more, and we're going to make this green. Just because I've already got it in here. So why not, right? I think a green vase would be pretty. And I don't remember how much it took, but we're gonna find out. Move this and oh. Boy, am I sucking today, guys. I am. And now this one's it's gonna be in a crucial spot too. I was hoping I could get it to the line, but I didn't. And I made it too thin. It's just because I'm trying to hurry because I want to go outside, but I need to stop. And hopefully because it's marbled, it won't be too bad. And let's just pour this in here. Perfect. All right. Holy stamoli. All right, I'm gonna get this one. Put that stick over there because I'm not reusing it. So, I'm gonna grab another cup. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do this one and then I'll stop, and on the next one we'll do the other ones that I pulled out plus some extra stuff. So, because we're already running at like 44 minutes and I haven't even finished the pieces off yet. So I know it's going to be a bit longer video. All right, this time I am going to mix a little bit at a time. And I'm going to end up using the purple just because of that base. Because I'd like to try to match the cross. I don't know how it's going to go with the copper, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, I am gonna mix up. I'm gonna add some more in there because I don't want to have to do it in two pieces if I can help it. And we can always fill that cross, and then I can embellish it somehow. You know, because now I'm trying to make extra. You watch, I'll have just enough. All right, so, and purple items for some reason sell good at the craft fairs, so I'm not too concerned with you know, with it being a color that's not gonna sell. Definitely want to bang those fingers. We do not want any bubbles. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I still didn't make enough. Oh. All right. I'm going to do 2 scoops. And that one doesn't have as much of a marbling, I don't think. All right. All right, so let's get this. I'm just gonna try to something in here. Oh, I need a micro brush because I have some of that copper that kind of bled out, and I really don't want it on. All right. And I don't, like I said, I do not know how this purple is gonna look with that bronze, but I think we're gonna find out. And we'll just put this on the base so it'll have a little bit of the same color. And we'll just pour this egg over here to use up this. I guess we'll, let me put another squirt of the dark in here. And we'll just, but I am going to make sure that I get his gills. Okay. And I thought I had spilt water in here, and now I can see it as it's drying. So there, I just sopped that up. All right. Got a little bit more in here. Oh, I don't have anything little. I'll just pour it in here, and then I can always break it up and use it as fillers. So I'll just go like that and just let that drip out. All right, so we have the bee jar next. Because I definitely do want to do this bee jar. So I am going to do this one in this golden yellow. And I believe this one takes 4 ounces. And I do have some debris in there. So I am just going to another jug of water if I need it. All right. Thank God you guys like the mix to mold videos. So the next video is probably going to be mix to mold as well. Because like I said, I'm just trying to build up some stocks, and I figured if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it anyways, so I might as well videotape it, record it, and then I have content for you guys, because if not, I wouldn't be able to have any content. It's just because it's one of those weeks. All right, so let me get that mixed in good. And I think I'm gonna put, do I have just orange? I have a fluorescent orange. Oh, I do have an orange. I'm gonna just put a little bit of orange, and I haven't tried this orange yet. I still haven't found my other tack that I dropped on the floor down here. I'll find it now that I'm going barefoot because we're getting nicer weather. Oh, I think this is, yeah, this is going to be a prettier color for that. All right, so and let's get this poured. And please have enough. I'm not going to dome it right yet. Oh, I think I'm going to have too much. Oh, maybe not. I see a bubble right there. And the one thing with this mold is you can see. And I got a bubble right there. All right, and I have got some left. This is a small one, so maybe. And I am not going to mix up anymore. Now, I'm wondering, it's already setting. I was going to try to steal some from that one, but I'm not. All right, so I'm going to stop there. I will be back on Demold, and we will see what we can get finished up. Alrighty, guys, I'll be back. Okay, guys, so these are all done. Let me just move some out of my way here so we can start unmolding. All right, I'm dying to see, because I forgot to check that little tab. All right, so I'm gonna, and we have that white spot again. What the crap? Well, I guess it's gonna be a good spot to kind of embellish. Pretty. It's definitely pretty. And it does lean. All of these seem to lean, so I'm going to have to sand the bottom. But look at how cute that is. And then when we put our little test tube, we got one little bubble there and one little bubble there. But overall, it's really, really cute. All right, so one success. Let's see, we'll do the blue skull. These look so good when they're done, guys. Oh my gosh, in this mix to mold, they are stunning. And I'm not like a skull person really, but these just come out beautiful. They shine up so good with the spray sealer. These are the Let's Resin molds. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. All right, fix my molds here. And look at that. Absolutely beautiful. All right, I'll sand that bottom down. And we might as well get all the skulls out. And this one's got a little overage, not too big, not too bad. I'll just take the Dremel and sand around there. We didn't get as much marbling, a little bit through here, but I mean, the front is dark, but we didn't get the as a drastic as we did on this one. And I have a feeling that the purple one is gonna be the same. Let's find out. Oh, we got some bubbles underneath this one. Crap. my arm is dead. I was out leaf blowing around where my flowers and stuff are and around my shed and trying to get some of the yard cleaned up. All right. So again, not dramatic, but there is some color. There's a few bubbles in here. I'll just sand that down. And there's a little bit right there. I'll just sand that smooth, but other than that, it came out really cool. And once I spray these too, the colors really deepen. Okay, so let's do... Oh, that came out pretty. And then I can go over these with some paint pens. So that came out nice. Might as well do the green one. Another one. A little tiny bubble there and there. Oh, sorry guys. Let me try to zoom you in so you can see these a little bit better. So yeah, we could just, you know, make these and they could be hanging decorations. And I'll do... But at least you can't see where I had to re-pour. They blended in really well. I wished I would have had more of this dark throughout. Kind of like this blue. This is really cool. Okay. Let's see how our little cross came out. I've been dying to do this in the mix-to-mold. Because I think these will be really cool. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is really, really pretty. Oh, hopefully the bottom is just as nice. Oh, yeah. Look at that. That is really, really pretty. Once that is nice and shiny, and I'm okay with the rest of it being lighter. It does have, you know, there is some color in there, and when I spray it, it will bring that color out, but the top matches this part. So that's, I'm really, really happy with that. And you can burn a real candle in here. Okay, now let's see what this one, I'm nervous on this one, guys. I don't know how that coppery color is gonna look with this purple. All right, we're gonna wait. Let's get this bottom piece out. So there is a variation in color, which I knew there would be. Oh, but that's pretty. That's a pretty color, and it's darker, so hopefully... Okay, so it's not horrible. Once this is sealed, I don't know if you can see the, yeah, you can see the little veins. These are gonna get really glossed up. So yeah, I think this is gonna be pretty as well. And this looks like a marbly effect. It's very light. So yeah, that's not bad at all. I got a few little bubbles right in there, which is not a big deal, but yeah, once I think that's sprayed, that's gonna be really pretty. Okay, so let's do this shell. Ouch. Oh, yeah. Again, when this is sealed, that copper is going to really shine through. That's really, really pretty. The color on the camera just doesn't even come close to what it is in person. It looks so much lighter here. So, we've got Mr. Axolotl here. And his little thingy's broken there. Crap. But he still came out pretty. I'll just sand those to a point so they look, that they don't look like a bubble and they just look like they're smaller gills, that's all. All right, so now we've got our vase. Put those all in the back. Oh. All right. That is really pretty. There is a little bit of a difference, but it's not, it looks more like ombre here, like it's lighter to darker. So it's not bad at all. And I could add some like dark green stones in the side here. And yeah, I think that would be really pretty. All right. Let's get our little bee jar out. Oh, I kind of like how there's like different, like this area is smooth and then this looks like it's kind of speckled with the different color. That came out kind of cool. I don't know if I like the color, but oh, that came out really nice. This definitely looks way better in the mix to mold than it did in the resin, for sure. So again, you could use this for a plant pot or a little trinket jar. And it's funny that the darker color went to the bottom on both pieces. See how there's light here? It stayed on the bottom and on the top, but in the middle it didn't. The same thing here. Darker and darker. That's weird. So, trying to think of what color I should kind of go over the wings. And if I don't seal it and I screw it up, I'm going to be mad at myself. So yeah, I'm definitely going to have to seal this first. And Let's get this little guy out, even though he's not completely full. Oh, it's just a little Frenchie. Look, he's got a long toenail right here. There, broke it off. And I'll sand him down. Not a big deal. You know, he could be an embellishment on the top of something. You know, like on a top of a jar or something as a little handle. I'll just sand him smooth. But yeah, he's cute. All right, where are... I put all of my markers, my permanent markers, right over there. I'm just gonna, let's see. I'm not gonna finish all of these with you because I already know that it was, you know, over an hour, but I do want to get a sealer on this so that we can see what a difference it's going to make. Because I want to, hopefully that copper color is going to come out. So let me just grab this and one glove. And come on, where's my... Just trying to get a paper towel so I can hold it with a paper towel. This is just about gone, so... On this one, I'm definitely going to need some sort of a brush. I'm wondering if this would work and not leave like brush marks, because then we could really get right up close. So yeah, this is working good, guys. And then I'm taking whatever's like pulled up and just getting the sides of the piece. Because you don't want any puddle, that's for sure. And then this will, once this dries, then I will spray seal it over. But I wanted to see how that was gonna kind of come to life, so. Yeah. So not too bad. There's a little bit of a brush marks in there, but just try to but once I put the spray sealer, all those brush marks kind of go away, which is a good thing. So, and I'm just going to do the top of the bee jar because I do want to try to color that bee on camera for you guys, so. Yeah, and I just like using my gloved finger because it does leave a much better finish. But again, it's trying to get into those like little nooks and cranny areas. You know, kind of getting it up close into that bee. All right. Because the rest, I'm pretty much just gonna spray them. And the cat, I want to sand the bottom. So I don't think I'm gonna do anything at all to this cat. I think I'm just gonna leave it kind of plain with the flower in it, and I think that will be cute. Because not everybody likes everything blinged out and whatever, so. All right, so that is dry. Let me grab my markers. And I'm gonna try my ultra fine permanent markers that I found the other day because I was so excited. All right, so this is a black one and this is a yellow, so. And this one just has something, there we go, it had something on the tip. So, because at least this one's black. The other one that I have, it kind of looks purple. And let's see, we'll do her little head in black. And that way I can let this completely dry before I spray paint it. Crap. Now, had I not sealed it, I would not have been able to get that off. The guys are so excited. It's warm enough so they can take their bikes out. And get this little section colored in. Yeah, I definitely like the looks of this better in the mix to mold than in resin. I just don't know what I should color the wings. I probably should go over these with my oil paint pens too. I just wanted to try these. I don't know if I should do the inside of the wing black or the outlined in black. That's what I don't know. But that's awful cute. All right, let me get my black oil marker because I think it will. I think it'll work better. because this tip is wider, so I can hit the high spots without filling those low spots. Yeah, I think that's exactly what this needed. Oops. So I'm basically just laying it across, so it's just hitting those high spots. Yeah, that looks much better. Much, much better. There. And there we have our cute little honey pot. Alrighty, guys. So what I'll do is I'm going to try to get these all sealed. I'm going to let the moisture finish coming out of them. And I will get pictures for you and see you on the next one, guys. Bye.